Good morning. This is Let's Talk Tuesday with KYC. I'm back for another Tuesday. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. This Tuesday, I have a couple things that I want to talk about. This Tuesday, I want to share with you, after I left my job after 17 years, God had called me out. And some of the things that I told people that I wanted to do when I left my job was I wanted to be a life coach. So over the course of time, I've been developing and studying and taking the necessary steps to do what it is to be a life coach. So I wanted to let you guys know that I am a spirit-led coach. I specialize in healing and deliverance, and I encourage people that it's never too late to start over again, and that I love people back to life. And I want to encourage, I want to help people. I want to see people go after their passion, their dreams. And I know sometimes we get stuck and we don't know which way to go. So with me being a spirit-led coach, I can help with that. I can guide you, I can lead you. But ultimately, you have to do the work and you have to want it. So if it's something that you're interested in, you can reach out to me. I'm going to leave my website down, my contact information in the comments, so that if that's something that you want to look into, there is one-on-one coaching, and there's also another type of mentorship. It's called A.I.M, A.I.M, AIM. All in mentorship. It's a spirit-led journey with the Ruth Group. If you know, I've talked about the Ruth Group. Where we meet, it's a group of ladies we meet. We've shared, we're on Facebook. We have the website, www.iwillremainrg.com. So there's more information on there about the AIM mentorship. Check us out. It's a community. Like I said, there's two types. There's the one-on-one coaching, and then there's the other AIM mentorship, where that costs $20.99 a month. And like I said, check out the information on the website. It's great if you're looking to sit at the table with us. If you want to share, we're going to be doing a more intimate setting with you guys. And if it's something that you think you might be interested in, just check out the website, www.iwillremainrg.com. And the AIM mentorship, all in. Remember, I talked. Are you all in? Are you all in to do what God has called you to do? Are you tired of feeling the way you feel? Are you tired? Or do you want something different? You want to change, but you just don't know how to get there? You know you want more, but you can't find the resources, or you're not connected to the right people? Check us out. It's designed to discover your purpose by putting the great I Am in the center of it, which is God. And the next part of this that I want to talk about is Wellsprings of International. Wellsprings of Freedom International. It exists to help wounded, tormented, spiritual oppressed individuals to find freedom, hope, and restoration through the power of Jesus Christ. There's two types of freedom session. There's a healing, an inner healing session that deals with a deeper level of wounds and pain. And the other one is deliverance, and it uncovers the lies of the enemy. So they replace the lies with truth of God. And Wellsprings is an amazing place. It is founded in Rock Island, Illinois, is where it's originated from. But since they've grown, they have outsourced out to different states, and they're worldwide. They're even in different countries. So just because you're not in the Quad Cities area, that doesn't mean that you still can't get the support that you need to get free from anything that you've been dealing with from your past. If you're stuck, if you need to be broken from those chains. The website is www.wellspringsoffreedom.com. Check them out. They're really amazing people. They're gentle, they're soft, they're loving. I can put a stamp on it. I've actually went through 2 sessions. I went through the inner healing session, and I'm going to tell you my experience. My inner healing experience was, I was dealing with stomach pains, and this started years ago when I had my first son, where I would just have this, my stomach would hurt so bad to where I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I just couldn't move. I couldn't even take care of my kid. I had to call my dad to come help me out. That's how bad the pain was. And over time, like, I dealt with it, I got it checked out, but they couldn't find anything wrong. And then one day it just stopped. Well, then years later, it came back. And when I had my daughter, which was 6 years later, and I had to have a C-section. They told me, you know, you had a lot of built up scar tissue, your uterus was stuck to such and such, and it took a very long time to get her out. And so I was like, well, man, maybe that's why my stomach was hurt so bad, because it was building up scar tissue over the time. So fast forward, I was still, you know, here and there, I was still dealing with the pain. So when I went to Wellsprings, Freedom International, for the inner healing, they asked me what did I want to get. I was like, well, I keep having these stomach pains. I don't know why. I got it checked out from the doctor, and they said they couldn't find anything, but I'm still having, you know, from time to time, I'm still having these pains, and they're excruciating. So they came in a loving, gentle way. They spoke, or they just prayed over me. And then, you know, at the end of my session, they were able to disclose to me that I was birthing something, and that the enemy didn't want me to birth it. And so that's why I was having these stomach pains. I was like, it made sense, because what God has called me to do, I had to step out. I had to be the forerunner. I had to go before certain people in order to do what he's calling me to do. And if I kept having these pains, I would be focused on the pain and not focused on God. And so after I had my session and we went through it, and I got free from that. Like, I haven't even had any pain since I went through the session. And I'm not saying that it's like a automatic, for me, the pain, it went away. But not every situation is the same. I'm just saying what happened for me. So that was the inner healing. And so then I did a deliverance one. And in the deliverance one, I got free from my past, because I felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't lovable. I kept looking at the past, replaying what happened, and I just was tormenting myself. And then the enemy came in with all these lies. Like I said, I wasn't good enough. I wasn't capable of being loved. You know, just any negative lie that could set in possibly about your past is what happened to me. It was that the enemy came in and started putting all these lies in my head, and I started to believe them. And then I started feeling bad about myself, like I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I stepped out of my job after 17 years. Look, I'm not doing what I said I was going to do. Look at me. You know, those things started setting in. So once I had my deliverance session, and they came in and they spoke the truth of God to remove all those lies, like, now I know the past is my past, and I've been set free. I'm free. I'm not stuck in bondage. The chains aren't holding me back. I'm not stuck. I mean, sometimes, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes I have a moment where I think back, but I can tell you, like, I do not stay stuck where I used to be. Like, before, it was just like a broken record. Like, I kept repeating it over and over, all the lies. When they come in and they just cleanse and they wash away all the lies of the enemy, and it's so loving and it's so gentle. Like I said, if you're one of those people that struggle with wounds, torment, spiritually oppressed, anything negative, I recommend to check out Wellsprings of Freedom International. And until we talk next week, you have a blessed week. Remember, www.IRemainRG.com. Check us out. We got the A.I.M mentorship, and we also have the one-on-one coaching. And until I see you next week, bye-bye.